This video we're going to talk about masking fluid. Masking fluid is a tool that we use with watercolor painting that, just like the name, it uses to mask or block off areas of your painting that we don't want watercolor paint to go to or spread to. Think about this is almost stenciling for watercolor. Okay? I'm gonna get this out of here. This is kind of what our masking fluid looks like. It's in these kind of small glass bottles with this pink liquid. As I open this, the first thing you might notice is that this stuff doesn't smell very good. So don't just bring this right up to your nose and smell it. I guarantee it does not smell good. The best way to describe this is basically liquid latex. And so as we put this on our paper or our canvas or whatever we're painting on, once we let it dry, we can then paint around it. And once that paint is dry, we can take and actually peel up that portion of this masking fluid we put down, and it keeps it, the color of either the paper or whatever color we put above it. So instead of using brushes to help spread this, because this is kind of liquid latex, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these cotton swabs, and that's what we're gonna do to actually spread and put this onto our paper. Biggest thing is when you're applying this, you should make sure that it gets to almost the pink that's in the bottle. If you put it a really, really thin layer on here and it's not quite the pink of that bottle, odds are it probably won't work. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are adding enough to an area to get it to that color that's actually in the bottle. Now, after we apply it, right, what we need to do is we need to actually wait and let it dry. Okay? We can't paint over the top of this or else the paint will kind of get mixed in with the masking fluid itself. Okay? Now what I do is I have some examples here. This is after the masking fluid is dry. We painted over the top of it. You can see with just kind of blue. We let the paint dry, and kind of the last step is taking this masking fluid off. All we do is we take it off through friction, right? So I'm gonna take here, I'm going to just rub the end of this, and it starts to ball up, and then I'm going to pull that masking fluid right off, right? And it keeps that blue from going where I don't want it and where I put it on the masking fluid. This is, however, the one technique that I have videos for that everybody usually does that you are not going to do during our distance learning time. Because this masking fluid is actually pretty expensive and we have a really small amount of it, I want you to know what it is, okay? But you don't necessarily need to make a bunch of samples, pick your 5 best, put it onto a skill set card, write how you did it, things like that. I just want you to know what this is so that you can use it if you need to. Otherwise, we're gonna not do this during the distance learning and just have that in our brain knowing how to do it.